Dover, and we are back in the ARCA Series for week 2 in the new car here at the brand new Dover. And this is got to be one of the tightest feeling setups and cars that I've ever driven around Dover. Like 10 times tighter than driving an 87 around here. But here at the new Dover, it looks way different, and that's what we needed there. The track surface actually, I think, looks more or less the same, but everything around the track looks very strange. And obviously you got all this pavement down here where there used to be grass and it used to be a really narrow pit exit. That's a lot easier now. And for some reason, get into the race and IR Sidekick can't download the paint files anymore. Even though we just had them in practice, I could see my custom car, but now everyone's on default, so hopefully that solves before the race starts. Probably won't though. This is insane how tight this is. You pretty much just full throttle it into the middle of the corner and then get on the gas and try not to push up into the wall in order to do a fast lap. But that is just eating the right front, as you can see. That is definitely not what you want to do during the race. 22.8 is alright. So you can get a little bit quicker. Actually didn't feel too bad there, but we're only sitting in 14th at the moment with that lap. So you gain a lot of speed, you just try and get it to turn out of the corner and maybe keep the speed. Really weird how you have to drive it. That moves us up a few spots. Car number 11, and we're sitting P11. Let's see if we can refresh the paints again. I would like to be able to see people's cars. That would make the race look a lot more realistic. People had cars painted. And also, I like the way my car looks. I think it didn't give it to us again. I just had it in practice before the session launched. Why are you braking now? I don't know. At least my default scheme looks sort of like the car I painted. We'll keep trying until the race starts, I guess. Even though it's probably not a good idea to do that. Still sitting 11th, 22.7. That's the best lap I've done so far. The front runners in my practice were in the 22.6s, but there's a 22.599 up front now. And really, everyone's just on top of each other because the car is so dang tight. It's fixed setup. Not a lot you can do. But I think in the race, 45 lap race, you're just going to want to be protecting that right front. Like, that is going to be such a big thing. There's going to be people plowing the wall out of turn 2. If you just get on throttle just a hair too soon in the middle of 1 and 2, you are just pushing up straight to the wall and you can never get it to turn. Like, you can let off completely out of the throttle and it's still going to shove up to the wall. So you have to be so careful. I'm going to try and enter a little bit higher in 1 and 2 and just wait on the throttle and try and get it to turn back down as I'm accelerating out of the corner so I don't even bring that wall into play. But easier said than done. We'll see. Main thing though is just going to be keep the right front on it and don't plow the wall. And I just cannot get these paints to load. I don't know what the problem is now. Can I do anything with the program to refresh it? Probably not. I don't know. I refreshed it one more time. We'll see if that works. Actually, I want to make sure my brake bias and stuff is how we want it. We do. Let's not miss the grid. I'm sure not everyone's going to grid yet. Looks like we're just getting iRacing default schemes for this race. We're not going to have to stop for more fuel. Another 5K strength of field.
It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp.
And someone must have beat us right at the end because now we're in 12th on the outside. I'd probably rather be on the inside, but I don't know if it's going to matter. I'm really not even going to be racing any of the cars. It's just going to be about racing the tires and trying to keep them to where they can survive the full 45 laps without putting me on the wall. head first. So we're number 11. Let's see if we can finish top half of the field. See if we can survive after Charlotte. I think this race, this track will race a little bit better. I don't think we'll be all packed up on top of each other like we were at Charlotte. Like as people start to get tight, have to lift off out of the corner in order to not hit the wall. It's going to get us spread out, I think. So maybe we can get spread out and we can do some laps and not get wrecked immediately. But obviously, we're going to be packed up at the start anyway because of the double file. So still have to survive that. We'll see.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
We'll see how this goes. See if we can survive week 2 here. I think Vegas is coming up soon, or maybe next week with this. I imagine that's not going to be very fun. It's going to be like Charlotte. Pack racing. We'll give that a go, I'm sure, and then decide after that if we want to even mess with mile and a halfs in this car again. It's going to be really tough if they still have the netcode issues, but didn't see any at Kern. And I haven't seen any in practice here, but we'll see once we get all these cars on top of each other. Really hope no one plows the wall in front of me at the start on the exit of 2, because I'm not going to have anywhere to go. But same goes for me. I need to try and not hit the wall and then screw over everyone behind me.
Get ready.
Coming to the green here. 45 laps at Dover in the new ARCA car. New Dover. Newly refreshed. Looks pretty good. Oh, that was a first gear start all the way. I did not know that.
Got one inside. Say hi.
Alright. See if we can settle in. We don't need to pit. I really want to get to the bottom so I don't have to tear up these tires too bad. Might be able to get in behind the 8 here.
All clear, all clear.
Alright. See if we can settle in now. Try and keep the car smooth. Lost a few spots there, just didn't have any momentum. Starting in second gear. Should have tested that. Somebody's in the wall up ahead. Gosh, this thing is tight. Looking like the outside's not really working right now. And we clip the apron. That's going to get 17 by us. And everyone else behind us by us. Oh, 15 got tight. Well, let's hope there's some tire fall off, because I'm not looking so good to start this thing. But it has gotten spread out a little bit. We're all kind of single file. I think you just want to not be on the top side. That's what we're finding. I am not feeling very fast at all. Unfortunately, and I don't really want to push any harder and put more pressure on the right front because I know it's going to be terrible. I did like 10 laps and it was down 6%. I was pushing fairly hard, but I didn't think it was that exaggerated. I mean, I'm already feeling like I'm just destroying it, but I'm not even really pushing. It's just that tight to start off. People grabbing the wall ahead, but it's not slowing them down. They're just able to carry more speed through the center of the corner that I just cannot because it won't turn. Oh, somebody just got spun. Hopefully he stays up there. We caught him in a really bad spot, but we get around him no problem. He keeps it up high. Got some space behind us to work with now, so we can
come on now.
Settle into a groove. Surprised that was not a bigger wreck with where that occurred. Now I can settle in, feel like we're saving some tires a little bit. Maybe we'll move forward at the end, maybe not. This is a really high strength of field race, so we may just not be that fast. Maybe the only way we'll get spots is if there's more incidents or people hitting the wall out of the corner and bouncing down to the inside wall. Who knows? But we survived so far, so that's good. I need to stop clipping the apron in 1 and 2. That will surely destroy me. Saw some smoke there. Somebody must have tapped the wall, but still nothing slowing anybody down yet. We did almost, no, we did the exact same lap time as the leader that lap, so I think this is just a track position game. And we got unlucky with the outside start. The tightness could be exaggerated for us, being in dirty air back here, but I'm not sure if that's playing a huge role or not. Haven't really felt that. Of course, the only races I've actually been able to do laps in with this car is Bristol, Kern, and then here at Dover. Not big aero tracks. Oh, getting stacked up here. Nice space behind us. Don't have to worry about losing more spots or anything at the moment. Somebody diving down way low out of 2, going 3 wide into 3, looks like. We get that sorted out fairly quick. Get somebody up high off the pace, maybe came out of pits. Yeah, that's the 4 from earlier. Everybody's smacking the wall. $17 going high to try and make past the 14. I keep getting close to that apron in 1 and 2. I feel like there's going to be a big wreck here. This group hasn't really gotten spread out at all. We're getting checked up bad. People are hitting the wall. I think we're going to have a big wreck out of the corner here pretty quick. And the 4 came out of the pits to get revenge. So that's good. Luckily we survived that. $5,000 strength of field, but of course we'll see intentional wrecking because this is iRacing.
It's actually stuck in the wall.
Puts us up to 14th now. We started 12th and lost a handful of spots. 14's really being aggressive, closing off the runs the 17's getting. It's going to be hard to get a run, to make a pass. Everyone's just running the exact same speed. We're almost to halfway. I don't think there's going to be enough tire fall off for anything to matter for us. I don't think we're going to be able to move forward unless something major happens. The 14's just not giving any room. Anytime he gets next to the 17. 17 gets by him on the outside though. I think that's the key right now. How tight it is. Just get to their outside. Might be able to stick our nose there.
All clear, all clear. Inside.
But are we going to be able to make the pass and complete it? Not sure. Outside of turn 2 is going to be scary.
Stay high. Clear low, inside. Still there.
Nearly cleared him.
Alright, we're halfway to the finish. Stay high.
Just now to halfway.
The leader just did a 23.694. Got one inside. Stay high. Below side. Still there.
Make contact ahead.
Stay high.
22 up the track a little bit. This is not where I want to be.
Still there. You're on top 3 wide. 20 more laps. Hold your line.
I think we're still 3 wide. The 17 backed out of it.
Still there. Clear low.
We're somehow still alive.
You got one inside. All clear, all clear. You got one inside. Clear low, inside. All clear, all clear. The car in front of the city. You got one inside.
I don't think that's accurate, spotter.
Stay high. Still there. Still there.
14 just keeps running into everyone that's in front of him. We really don't want to be alongside him anymore because he's just going to wreck us.
You're on top 3 wide.
Good racing, 14.
Your car has too much damage. We've got to fix it.
And this is all ARCA's going to be from now on. Really think we're just done with the official series, unfortunately. It had a good run for us, but just when you can't get away from anybody and the car is so gosh dang tight that you can't do anything, that's the kind of racing you get. And you get people like the 14 who will just wreck you for 11th and then ruin everyone else's races because they're just going to run into everything they can see. Every time somebody was in front of him on our inside, he slammed into the back of him into the corner. Like every time. And he was pinching us so hard out of the corner, I knew it was a matter of time before he just spun us. So
3, 2, 1.
that's all this racing is going to be because it's just pack racing
Alright, that's it. Go.
from now on. Unfortunate. Should have just backed out of it and not raced because that's the only way to get a good finish is to not race and just survive, but kept trying it. Thought maybe the outside line with how tight it was getting would be able to prevail and get ahead, but
Okay.
nope. Just stacked up, can't go anywhere. What was the right front at? 85.90. We actually weren't doing too bad there until the 14 wrecked us. And everyone else that was there. Frustrating, man. The old car was so gosh dang good. and would provide great racing pretty much everywhere you took it. And now we just got this super aero gripped up, tight plow box that you can't take to a big track at all without just having the worst racing. Like it's
I called out the wrong.
like it's worse than the trucks. Like I don't enjoy racing the trucks because of how tight they race together and you don't have hardly any off throttle time. And this is 10 times worse than them.
We doing 8.
Like, my gosh. Like, you can't get away from anybody, and the car just won't turn. Just will not turn, no matter what you do. Every track we've gone to in the official series, you cannot get on throttle because the car will not turn. Some people involved in a wreck there, we may get a spot or two, who knows. It doesn't really matter. We got the 14 and 14th, so at least he's still going strong after wrecking everybody. Gonna get a couple spots here. Don't know which lane he's going in, or if he's just going to block us.
Got one inside. Stay high. All clear, all clear.
He doesn't have a front end yet, or left.
We have 10 to go this time.
We're up to 15th. As the number 11. Plenty of time for more wrecks. I'm sure there's still going to be a pack out there somewhere up front.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down. Got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Now we're in 14th. So we're going to pretty much finish where we were running. I don't know where we were when we were on the outside of the 14, but it was around our car number. 10th or 12th or something. Got this guy, he's probably on new tires. We'll just stay out of the way.
Got one inside.
Not racing him anyway, so.
All clear, all clear.
Only safe place on the track is when you're not near another car. Yeah, I don't think we're racing these official anymore, unfortunately. It's just plate racing, and I do not enjoy plate racing. You just can't get away from anybody, and you can't actually race or do anything to avoid a wreck. It's just relying on the will of everyone around you to survive, and I just don't enjoy that kind of racing. That's why I don't race trucks or race plate racing or race the next gen, really. Just every modern stock car is just going to this underpowered, high grip, not enjoyable racing for me. I know there's plenty of people that'll like it and will love running it, and that's fine. You guys can all love this car and race it at every track. I'm just saying, it's not for me. Not my kind of racing. In the short tracks, it's a lot of fun. Bristol I really enjoyed, and Kern. But I guess anything high banked a mile or higher is just not going to be enjoyable for me. So we're probably going to avoid that. Because I really don't feel like getting wrecked every single race.
There's the flag. It's over.
Really don't feel like running a race a week, one race a week, and getting wrecked in it. Like, I don't have a lot of time to race. I want to race something I can actually race. And not just get wrecked and be in a pack. And just sit there and wait for somebody to wreck. Like, we were up on the outside of the 14 for how many laps, and we had 3 rows of 2 cars in front of us, couldn't go anywhere until finally the 14 wrecked us. Like, how's that fun? And the stupid paints still won't load. Let's take a look at all the incidents that happened. There was plenty of them. First up is the 4 getting net coated by the 7 with this car's terrible hitbox, but that was sure worth coming back out of the pits and wrecking them. 9T car is going to push up into the wall. We saw, I mean, half the field's doing it. They're not losing any speed. 9 and the 13 door slamming each other out of the corner and nearly causing a big wreck. This is the 4 out of the pits on his new car, just dumping the 7. Just, you love to see it. Car's terrible hitbox, so we gotta intentionally wreck people when it's net code. And he had plenty of time to look at the replay too. It's unfortunate. 3 wide. The 2 gets the 3 clips the side of the 2, and the 2 saves it. Here's the 14, just top 3 wide, but he was riding us to the wall every chance he got. Like, the only reason he got put 3 wide there is because he was shoving up into us. I couldn't go any higher on exit because I was already going to be exiting at the wall. Like right here, you see I'm pointed straight at the wall, and I can't really turn to the right any more than that, and I'm just stuck to him. And we get the worst out of everybody because, of course, we do. Eight and the 13 just turning left to wreck the 8, and everybody else, like 12 other people, pile in. Fun racing, man. This is awesome stuff. A lot of great stuff going around. And that's it. I was crabby in that race, if you could tell. Oh, I'm sure 14 wasn't trying to wreck us, but it seemed like every car he was around, he was running into and not giving room. And then I got mad because we got dumped. He got put 3 wide, but he was pushing up, and he had run into us a couple times already. But I'm sure it's just a racing deal. But I don't know. This kind of racing is just isn't enjoyable. Doesn't make me happy. We'll do the short tracks, maybe official, maybe not. Maybe we'll just save that for the league. Maybe I'll switch to running the 87s on Mondays instead. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. So, sorry for another race where I get wrecked, but nothing I could do in that one.